All right, before you all call me an idiot and say, what is he doing with a level on his laser? That's not how you align lasers. Let me explain. So, I put a new head on. Really didn't know what height, compared to the old one, the mirror needed to be pretty much in line with the mirror on the other end. Okay? Of the gantry. So my idea was that if I level the rail, okay, with earth level, use a laser leveler, which automatically finds earth level, that if I put the beam at the very center of that mirror and projected it over to this guy, let me turn this a little bit here, project it over to this guy, okay, that would be earth level across there, right? And that if I hit right in the middle of this hole, which I have already adjusted it up and down, I would know that this hole for this mirror is at the same height as that mirror on the linear rail plane that it moves across, if that makes sense. So sometimes using earth level comes in handy, especially if your mirrors, which are all adjustable up and down and in and out via set screws, are wrong. And mine are wrong because I replaced that head. So likewise, I leveled my laser on this rail, right, with earth ground, and I moved the head over here to make sure that my beam, which I turned and projected over here, remained consistent across there, and it does. So I know I've got the right height for this mirror to be able to do the optical alignment, which will come later, next. I just needed to make sure that I had a physical alignment of the vertical position of this head. I can also adjust, I think, the horizontal position of the head, which very well may be off also, because this is an entirely new head assembly, and I don't know how far out it's sticking, whether I need to shim it or adjust it out. I think I've got some adjustment play in some of the screws for the horizontal versus where that guy is over there out. So ideally you want them to be at the same distance so that you're projecting a straight beam and not having to cant the beam to hit that. Can it one way or the other to hit that. You really want as close to perpendicular as possible. So the next adjustment I think I'll do as far as mirror physical positions will be to ensure alignment this way, looking down. Okay, so what I figured out on my head, my new head here, was that I don't really have any adjustment this way, in and out, with my mount screws. They're not slotted, I don't think, that way. They're actually underneath all that, but I don't think they are. So what my plan is I know that one down there can be adjusted. So what I'm going to do is, I know that this block is even with the rail here, okay? So I know that the center of my hole is 1 inch. So I'm going to move that mirror down there so that its center will be 1 inch from the rail. I think I can do that. So if I come over here with my tape measure and my camera, and I come out here and I look, see, I am way out from 1 inch to the center of that mirror, so I know that I'm going to be shooting that beam in to try to hit that, and I don't want that. So I'm going to loosen these guys and move that over to the center of this mirror is 1 inch out. This idea what I'm doing here. I'm loosening these screws here, because I know that this mirror will then move in and out a bunch. Okay. So now I'm going to set from the end of that. I'm going to move that mirror in quite a bit because it is, I want that center to be right at, this will be easier with a square, I think, but you know, I'm getting it in the ballpark here. All right. So I think that is pretty much, I really ought to get a square. I might come back and adjust this later with a square, but I think that's pretty much the center of the mirror at 1 inch. So I think that's going to help significantly with me not having to shoot the beam way left to hit the target down there and way right to hit the target down there. And the same thing with when it's up, when that head is up close here. I should get a pretty consistent spot when I'm doing the laser alignment. This is just the physical adjustment.